today. From Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, this is the National Football League.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. Throwing on first down is Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And, look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. Two great competitors, two fantastic players.
Chris Jones on the stop.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Brady. On the screen, Bernard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Antonio Brown, 33 yards. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jamel Dean right there on the coverage.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Jadon Mickens deep for Tampa Bay. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, It takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got to... First completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
That one goes for 24 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now Edwards-Helaire. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Going up top for Miller. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape measure away. How about some of these guys under 6 feet tall? Antonio Brown, T.Y. Hilton, and Super Bowl 53 MVP, Julian Edelman.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this one is incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Brady. Got a man, it's Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. And he slides to avoid the hit. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here. No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on. Quick hitch, complete. It's Brown. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Now Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point try now for Succop. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post.
Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. Steps away to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Mahomes now to throw. Dancing to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Going deep this time for Miller. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Brady. He's going deep for Brown. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Antonio Brown can wreak havoc in so many ways. Here he's able to cause a PI penalty.
He runs the defensive backs with such speed and power. I think it creates panic on their end, and a lot of times they just reach out and grab him, and that's the result there, a pass interference call.
On first down, Brady going up top for Miller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Brady going to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. But he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, they pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. To throw, it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ndamukong Suh in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Brady now on first down. Finding room to the 20. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A very solid gain of 27. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Brady to throw again. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone, you get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The fourth touchdown pass in the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From his end zone is Byron Pringle.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On play action, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. William Golston. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Mahomes firing complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Rolling to his right. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He'll buy some time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's third down. On play action, now Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Bradley Pena now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
Defense.
So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Suck up for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he will not make it to the goal line, as this try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense, as they have been porous all game long. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll look to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Hey, we're going to do what we do.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league, totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
He is going to find Hill here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we say it. get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up, but I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
In most goal line situations, defensive tackles are just trying to hold the line, hold their ground, and let the other guys roam and make the play. But in this situation, he's able to push his way into the backfield and disrupt that play for a loss.
And that nearly intercepted. Oh, a chance at a big play in his own end zone. But instead, third down coming up.
The Chiefs on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll look to throw here.
And all that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
From short distance, wide right, it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, team put 7.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. In private...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds, shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the 2-point conversion.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Holding offense.
Come on, you serious, dog?
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30.
45. Mike, 45. Let's put him on the
Back to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
45.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
To return is Jadon Mickens. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have that feeling that has to be the best. You just go out and complete control of this game here for hopefully one final possession. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. That one goes for 36 yards. Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long. When they throw the football, they're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
Brady going to look to throw. Going deep this time for Miller.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And this is caught by Evans. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go with Jones. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed.
First open way back. In 1957, we are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Lambeau. On first down, Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds an opening past the 40. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 75 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
Aaron Rodgers, Davante Adams, just a deadly combination, and we see why right there.
And we've seen it develop over the years because when Davante Adams first joined the Packers, he had to earn the trust of the quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. He has it in a big way now. He'll throw it to him long, he'll throw it to him short, but he always expects a big play to result.
Adams, former second-round pick out of Fresno State, plays like a first-round pick in the NFL.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20.
20-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's second down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's going to look deep for Watkins.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Jackson on 1st down. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's brought down. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Rashawn Gary showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Rashawn Gary picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson now.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams. That'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the 1st.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But we know the guys up front have to protect when it's a pass play, but it's really out wide. Sometimes you're going to swing a tight end or maybe even offensive tackle to get out there, but most of the time it's fellow wide receivers, and they really weren't up to the task there, were they?
Do you like that call on your own side of the field?
I don't mind that call at all, just about anywhere. But the key is you have to have the confidence, and then they have to execute their blocking assignments. Otherwise, you get the end result we just saw there.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Buying time to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's Jackson.
Looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
From midfield now, here's Jackson being chased out left. The quick feet by Jackson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Barnes, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing is Jackson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And now it's second down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking downfield for Jones.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throw left side complete. That's Jones.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And again, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Marcus Peters came screaming in on the corner blitz.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, it's caught here by Adams. 17 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Got a man. It's Tunyon.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Rodgers again now. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers steps away to his left. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And he fires one incomplete.
He was looking for Amari Rodgers there.
And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The kick by Crosby is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Dancing to his left.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway,
as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Rodgers now to throw. He hits Adams, complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.